Greetings to all. We are representing Krusujayanti School of Management and we are here to present our case study topic, who's a very good pandemic business. Chewy is, oh yes it is. This is Angela Jason.
This is Anisha.
This is Hariharan.
Chewy Incorporated is an American online retailer of pet food and other pet-related products based in Dania Beach, Florida. In 2017, Chewy was acquired by PetSmart for $3.35 billion, which was the largest ever acquisition of an e-commerce business at the time. The company completed its initial public offering in 2019, raising $1 billion. Chewy was founded under the name Mr. Chewy in June 2011 by Ryan Cohen and Michael Day. Initially, the company hired former employees and executives from Amazon, PetSmart, Whole Foods Market, and Wayfair. Several delivery service companies have done quite well during the coronavirus disease 2019 pandemic, but few have benefited as much as Chewy, a full-service pet supply company. While part of their success has come from the convenience element of their business model, the focus on efficiency and quality of service seem to be at least as important.
This is significant in that retaining customers after the pandemic will be more of a function of this focus. The key is not necessarily attracting new customers during this period of chaotic market, but keeping these customers after the pandemic. By being already in place before the pandemic and improving their customer service, Chewy has set themselves in a long-term profitable position. Chewy as a company proved that being in the right place at the right time during a crisis is not necessarily a path to a long-term success. The company adopted measures that brought in the business during the pandemic by adopting measures and strategies with related to more of online purchasing. Post-pandemic, the strategies applied would not be successful as the strategies are based only for a short period of time. During the initial stages of pandemic, the company faced a huge crisis in delivering supplies to their customers. Fortunately, they had stocks back at the warehouse that was useful for them for managing their entire customer base. It is evident that a crisis management can lead to a long-term advantage to create a loyal customer base.
Consumer behaviors are transforming overnight amidst the COVID-19 crisis, forcing companies to rethink their course of action. The current situation across the world has generated panic and paranoia among people. The uncertain duration of the lockdown and the potential risk of life and employment is creating a sense of foreboding and loss of control. Daily life is becoming dysfunctional. Fundamental challenges, including a tight cash flow situation and the inability to procure essentials, are causing high level of stress. This is exacerbated by the operational challenges of working from home while balancing family time and household work. Added to this is a significant increase in sedentary behavior and screen time, leading to sudden lifestyle changes.
Now we would like to bring our case study to you in form of a role play, where Hariharan plays the role of Sumit Singh, CEO of Chewy Incorporation, and Anisha and myself, Angela, will be interviewing him.
We welcome the CEO, Sumit Singh, into our interview. Our first question would be, should a company responding to a short-term crisis make long-term investments based upon their success?
Yes, if a company is able to perform and bring out results in a short period of time, then they should look into long-term investment, as there is always a possibility of any company to fall into a crisis irrespective of how well they're doing in the market. The global recessions that have been taken place in the past, as well as the current situation of the pandemic, proves that only the companies who has taken this as an opportunity has worked in doing better at this time has been able to survive such a situation. It would be wise if companies are able to invest the profit they're making in a long-term investment for better financial returns.
So do you think people will likely continue in online purchasing to the degree they currently do?
The pandemic has changed the shopping preference in consumers. As per a survey conducted by Chewy, up to 61.8% has switched to online purchasing as it is a safer option currently. And 35.3% is likely to reduce the use of online purchasing and will still continue to use of it in the same way as the remaining. 29.4% is likely to increase the usage of online purchasing. Some seem to reduce the usage of online purchasing, prefers to visit a retail store as they find the products more satisfactory when they can access it in the beginning before purchasing it rather than wait for it to be delivered over a period of time.
How long do you think the fear of COVID-19 or something like it will affect the decision of customers? For example, some say that they believe the people who lived through the Great Depression were frugal throughout their lifetimes.
Majority feels that the fear of COVID-19 will remain until the public is sure that the vaccine is safe and effective, and the pandemic is not going to harm them, which could take a while, for approximately a year or so, for everyone to realize the fact that they are out of danger and it is safe to go back to normal.
So what have you done with the operating margins of Chewy?
When I became the CEO, the operating margins have significantly increased over every quarter. Initially, at the beginning of 2019, the operating margins stood at minus 7.56 and gradually by the end improved to minus 3.71, which shows that we have been efficiently running the business and looking to control the cost of business and lead into a profit earning one.
What was your biggest concern when orders began to increase dramatically at the end of February 2020?
The biggest concern for me at the end of 2020 was that over the next few weeks, inventories that were normally 99% stocked suddenly declined as much as 23%. It was like a holiday season had arrived unannounced. Their backlog levels were higher and customer service levels started degrading.
How do you view the company's lack of profitability this far?
It's not profitable because it's continuing to execute on a scale and market leadership. Chewy is still a very young pup as a public company with only 2 public quarters under its belt since its June IPO. So we are looking at various innovative ideas that could very soon lead Chewy into a profitable position.
Which seems to be the focus of Chewy's innovation program, product or process innovation, and why?
Chewy Innovation Program mainly focuses on both product and process innovation. We are innovating every day at Chewy and it is rooted in customer centricity and extends far beyond our products and our processes. As we move forward, we will continue to pair our technology, product, and marketing teams with individual business units to ensure that the boldness of our vision yields equally impressive results.
So we thank you for your time and wish you the best for the successful reign in your business.
Looking at the competitors for Chewy, Wayfair's e-commerce model is uniquely suited on serving customers' very real needs at this challenging time. Similarly to Wayfair, Chewy has also become an e-commerce darling, dominating the online pet product market, but doing so unprofitably. Last week, Chewy said that the revenue rose 40% in 2019 to just under $5 billion with a net loss of $252 million. But the company also reported a surge in revenue in recent weeks as customers reticent to go to stores simply bought items online.
The latest developments at Chewy and Petco have further underlined how important and increasingly competitive online retailer has become in 2020. Chewy has issued extremely strong first half results, whereas Petco is eyeing a scale or initial public offering in 2021. In 2020, the accuracy of this statement has been even more apparent with the social restrictions put in place by the COVID-19 pandemic. Packaged Facts now claims the US market for online pet products will increase by $3 billion this year to claim 27% of all pet product sales.
However, the company making the biggest strides in the online pet product space is Chewy. The midpoint of Chewy's 2020 guidance suggests it will grow its revenue by $2 billion in 2020, allowing it to capture over half of the total growth of the US online pet product market forecast by Packaged Products.
We would like to conclude the case by stating that Chewy as a company is currently successful amidst the crisis, but in the long term, it is not clear that it will continue to hold the same level of position in the market, while the number of competitors is increasing in the market and there is a constant change in needs of the customer. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you.